Are you on the frequency to receive the message? Are you on the frequency to receive the message? Many years ago, I watched an interview with a Native American man, and he was talking about the extraterrestrials that were in this place in Arizona. And he said this phrase, he said, you wouldn't see them, they vibrate on a different frequency. And when I was younger, I didn't really understand that at a very deep level. Now I do. Are you on the frequency to hear the message? Because disclosure is imminent. And in today's lesson, I'm going to give you all the reasons why we know it's imminent. You're going to have to now peel back this reality that we're in and start looking for the clues and codes yourself. I'm going to give you a way that each and every one of you, disclosure is already out there. But through free will, people will either accept or ignore it. And you're going to have to find a way to decipher this. You know, some people think that the disclosure, you know, it's just going to be one moment. You know, maybe the emergency broadcast goes on. Here's all the truth. But the truth is actually out there. It's right before our very eyes. And it is you, the person that's getting this message today. You're the one that's going to have to decipher this code. A couple of days ago, Dr. Stephen Greer started a podcast in preparation for this. Some of you know Dr. Stephen Greer. Stuff is about to drop like never before, even though it is an excellent broadcasting show, right? Buckshot 24. I appreciate everyone being on this world-famous live stream. If you're just stumbling in, could you kindly hit the like button? It helps others find this message. And if today's message resonates with you, please hit the subscribe button. We have daily videos, 9 a.m. Eastern time, to help you become the greatest version of yourself. And the world is going to change very drastically this year. Some of you are tuned in and you know this, and some people, listen, they might have a little bit of fear in them, but it's not a time period to be fearful of. And why are people fearful? Because it's change. And when we go through change, okay, it is kind of scary to go through change. The unknown, as we're going through the unknown right now, a lot of people dealt with anxiety over the past few years. You might be getting this message and you've had a lot of anxiety because your life, oh, this was life. And then past 2020, everything just throw it out. We're in a brand new world, a whole new world right now. Okay. So disclosure of many different things are happening. We are going to be focusing on extraterrestrial life in this particular video, but we break everything down on this channel. And if you are new to the channel, I'm Michael. I discuss the ascension journey, and I make it relevant for everyday life people. And as we are unlearning and relearning our physical body, it is a lot for us. Sometimes you think, oh, it's just knowledge. It's just facts, you know, or it's just information, if you will. But your entire body is a accumulation. It is a frequency, and it is based off of subconscious programs that you might have held your entire life. It is very draining to actually unlearn and like I go to the gym, I talk about my physical wellness journey. You know, sometimes unlearning and relearning is more tiresome than lifting all that weight. Okay, hit the like button if that resonates with you. Okay, so Dr. Stephen Greer, he is a ufologist. He is a retired physician, and he founded the Center of the Study of Extraterrestrial Intelligence and Disclosure Project. And in the last couple of days, Dr. Stephen Greer has started a podcast in preparation for all of the disclosure that is coming. And sometimes we have to just look at certain things like this. You know, a lot of you, you know, you say, when is the truth coming out? When is disclosure happening? Well, it is happening this year. It actually has happened already, but it was for those that were on the frequency. And I'm going to teach you how to do this. It's already out there. You could leave this today. I'm going to give you something you could go disclose yourself, right? If you're new to all this stuff, okay? This stuff is already out there, and it has to be out there. And if you are using the model of free will and that they have to tell you the truth somehow, it is out there. But it is your subconscious mind, it is your subconscious programs that either maybe denied it, maybe you didn't receive the message. Even though the message is right before our very eyes. The truth of the importance of the truth. Knowledge is power, therefore the lack of knowledge is the lack of power. So if you actually have the truth of how this universe actually works, knowing all the different maybe extraterrestrial life forms or different dimensional beings or different dimensions or whatever it is, whatever part of your ascension journey, remember this channel is for all people regardless of where you are in your ascension journey, right? Right, Lion Teach? So knowledge is power. You know that. You might have heard that growing up. Well, therefore, the lack of knowledge is the lack of power. So when you don't have the actual knowledge of, all the other things that are going on, in this universe, a lot of people, and some of you are doing energy work. And you think that, we only see invisible light. But visible light is actually only a small fraction of the electromagnetic spectrum. We've been talking about solar flares. The frequency of the world that we live in, the Schumann resonance is rising. Just because we can't see these things, it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. They do exist. What was that, the M&M's commercial for Santa Claus? They do exist. and a guy faints, right? So, no, they do exist. These frequencies exist. These lights and sounds do exist. Maybe these beings do exist. And once we start to realize, this is what's really going on in the world, now awareness, ready? Awareness is the precursor to change. Now I'm aware of these things. Now I'm aware of the true model of life. Now I can change the way I live my everyday life. Hit the like button if that resonates with you. We want to know the truth. And you might be a truth seeker. You go out in the world and we dive into the truth on many different topics. I believe that this topic in the now moment is super important. And as we see Dr. Stephen Greer starting up this podcast, because people, and that's what I do here on this channel, right? There's going to be so much that comes out into the public this year, and people are going to be lost, and people are going to want to have a place to turn to, communities to turn to, what's going on, people that have been diving into these things for a long period of time, people that actually unlearned and relearned already. This is the true ascension journey. So the truth is actually the highest state of consciousness, is actually above love. And if you're new to this, you should check out my video on the Hawkins scale of consciousness. The truth is actually the most high. That's why there are so many, you're getting this message. Have you witnessed, over the course of time, there are so many attempts to hide the truth from you? Did you notice that over the past few years? Okay? Well, that's actually the highest state of consciousness. You don't want to be in the lower states of fear, guilt, and shame. Shame is actually the lowest of the low. If you've ever witnessed people shaming you, don't do this, do that. Shameful. You're very low. So we want to actually live in truth. We want to live in authenticity. And then all of a sudden, our vibrational frequency is increasing. Maybe we'll be so high, the vibrational frequency will be so high that we will change state. Just like I heard that Native American man years ago, and I didn't thoroughly, sometimes we have like thoughts in our mind, we kind of grasp it. You might get some of the concepts, like there are people that are on this channel for a long time, and they've been staying for a while, and in the beginning, maybe they didn't, thoroughly understand things at, first glance. But now, all of a sudden, they're saying, you know what? Now, it's clicking. And I've been through that on my journey. I saw things, it was implanted in the subconscious, and then at a divine timing state in the journey of our life, then it just clicks like a magical switch, like the switch just turns on. So a lot of people have been, very fascinated. I grew up, maybe you grew up in the 80s and the 90s, right? And you were like this wave of people that were so fascinated. Maybe people gaslit you, you're talking about aliens and extraterrestrials. Now it's actually part of the world right now. And some people, they have this, they want to sweep it under the rug and ignore the truth. And they can do this. But I'm here to tell you, you are in a higher state when you're actually living in truth, when you're not living in the ego, and just close your eyes. Just close your eyes and pretend these things don't exist. So with that said, you light warriors, you don't have to wait. You don't have to wait. All the everyday life people right now, in the now moment, you could disclose yourself. You say, I want to know the truth about some of the stuff that's going on. Well, I'm going to teach you how to do it. And, I've been on my ascension journey for a while now. Once you make that conscious decision that you're going to do this, your life, all of a sudden, people, things, and situations, they are all supporting you, even though you don't realize it, because right now I'm going to be sharing something that, say, experience or an event that I had going back like about 2 years ago, maybe a little longer, and how it is actually relevant to this world famous video right now, okay? So if you are on this ascension journey, this life is the game of life. Dolores Cannon calls this Earth School. And she also said you can't take in too much unlearning and relearning, too much truth at once, because the body can't handle it. I mean, they said you can handle the truth. Some people cannot handle, I was taught this my whole life, and I'm realizing that this is a lie. So it actually is too much for the body. So maybe don't expect, everything to come out on a, maybe it happens. I don't know. Emergency broadcast comes on. Here's the truth right here. Well, the truth is actually out there already. I'm going to teach you what to do right now. So a few years back, I'm hanging out with a friend of mine, and she goes, we're going to watch American Horror Story. American Horror. I said, all right, we'll check it out, She's like, you'll like it. It's telling you all the, she knows how my brain is. Put on American Horror Story, Eisenhower. If you take the model that they must present the truth to you, sometimes we take a movie and we say, oh, this is fictional. So the truth is there, but in our subconscious, we're saying, when we're absorbing it, we're saying this is fictional, but the answers are right there. So, I'm watching American Horror Story, Eisenhower, and I'm seeing what he's doing with the aliens and all these things that's going on. And through resonance, because a lot of you, maybe you've opened your third eye, you decalcified your pineal gland, you're just like all animals, you're able to pick up on vibration and frequency, like Dr. Bruce Lipton shares. You're not listening to the words, you're feeling the energy behind the words, and this is the truth. So I'm watching American Horror Story, Eisenhower, and I'm seeing all the truth of what's really going on. Yoga with Beth Bentley, I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for the support. My ascension process began as soon as I began to speak my truth. It's so important. Yeah. This is a community for people that live in truth and speak in truth and take ownership of their everyday life. I appreciate you. Hit the subscribe button if you want to take over your life, and I'm teaching you ways to do it. You don't have to wait. You don't have to wait for the things to come out. I'm teaching you how to do it. So, and anyone could do this right now. You find American Horror Story, you go to the Eisenhower one, and it's telling you all the stuff that's really going on behind the scenes. But this is how you take actual life, and now you have to start looking at life from a higher vantage point. I did a world famous video on this channel. Hit that subscribe. Go to the first playlist. View life from a higher vantage point. Don't look at surface level life. Look at it like a puzzle. So now I'm looking at life like a puzzle. And if you watch that Eisenhower episode, it is breaking down everything that's really going on. That's what we like to discuss on this channel. What's really going on? So we don't always have to wait just because we see it. Oh, it's got to be on the news. A lot of you know about the Maya, the illusionary world. Are you waking up to the illusion? The illusion is crumbling before our very eyes. The inverted matrix. Some of you know about the inverted matrix. We are able to bypass the inverted matrix. That's why, like Dr. Stephen Greer could go on YouTube and have a podcast and do these things now. We lived in a world where, and I know you might be new to this, and this is going to sound very strange, right? And some people have been doing this for a while. We lived in the world where the news was real and the movies were fake. Actually, the news probably was fake, and the movies probably were real. What do you think about that? Hit the starburst if maybe that resonates in your soul. Hughes, thank you so much for the support, Hughes. Thanks so much, Mike. 999. It's over, kid. I appreciate that, Hughes. I really do appreciate that. So these are ways that you can start to, because disclosure is happening with or without you. With or without you. No, with or without you, it's happening. And it has been happening. But you're going to have to learn how to decipher these things. I don't have to wait. The answers are already out there. And this is some of the tactics that I've been teaching you. You got to have this information in your arsenal, right? When you go out there in the world right now, right? There's a lot of stuff flung up into the air. Whew. Right? What do you got? What's it? Oh, there's truth. There's fake. There's this. There's that. Oh my God. It's so much. I'm so overwhelmed. You, the person, you are going to have to decipher these. You're going to have to decipher the code. That's why true ascension is about empowerment, not about a unicorn and rainbow and holding your hand and say, ascend for me. Jill Warsaw, thank you so much. Put on the armor of God and enjoy the show, Light Warriors. That's where I'm at in life. Listen, all I need to do, I'm going to sit back. I'm going to relax. I'm going to get my cup of joe. And I'm going to enjoy the greatest show on earth. It's actually the greatest show in the universe. It's called Earth 2025. Earth 2025 is it's going to be the greatest show. And if you have stumbled across this live stream today, please click that subscribe button. I will be showing up every single day to help guide us through what a lot of, again, listen, and I want everyone to understand this. There's no right or wrong to when you wake up. It's your divine moment. It's your divine timing. When you, listen, and that was my journey as well. And the more you are in alignment to doing this work, I'm telling you this, I'm telling you this. All of a sudden, people, things, and situations just fall into your lap. And I knew when I was sitting down watching this, right? I never seen an American Horror Story before. Everyone could go right now. Well, not right now. Finish watching this, please, first. And hit that like button. I'm so grateful I'm just the everyday life kind of guy that's trying to grow here. So I appreciate your support, everyone. I really do. So you go, you watch American Horror Story, Eisenhower, and you get yourself a cup of coffee, maybe a notebook, and you start learning and you start deciphering. And again, not everything, you're going to get the main gist of what's going on. You got to sit there. You know, I have a lot of people, many beautiful people, couple trolls. You ever see the trolls? Oh, ascend for me. Give it to me. Give it to me in a TikTok. I need to ascend in 20-second TikTok. You're lost, boy. You are lost like never before. It takes hours and hours every day. It takes years and years and years to do this. Some people don't want to do it, and that's fine. That's fine. That's your everyday life. But the people that show up every single day on this channel are the ones that are making it. It is a free, I never stuttered. This is a free will, the great solar flash. Please watch my video on what the solar flash really is an inside job. This is an inside job. So you have to wake up and start. Remember, if you're a person that gives their free will away, let the man on the TV tell me how to live my life, then that's what it is. Me on my journey, I'm observing. The first thing, and that's what I've been sharing with people, because there's a lot of people out there in the spiritual conscious communities, they don't get it. They don't get it. Your health is your wealth. You got to get in there. You got to decalcify that pineal gland. You got to get rid of all the stuff that's giving you the brain fog, right? And these are the things. We go into detail. That's why every single day there's something to do. And I have a video every single day, baby. And I'm driven. I'm beyond motivated. I'm driven. That's the spark, the Christ spark that's inside. Beyond motivated, driven to do this. And I'm here to tell you, it is so confusing. But you have to go inside first. You got to have your body running like a well-oiled machine, because there's a lot of deception out there. The Decepticons are out there. You have to run like a well-oiled machine. And when you do that, then you start, now I could take this. Now I could take this YouTube video. Now I could take this Bible verse. Now I could take whatever it is, and you take it and you process it, and you come to the conclusion, stop giving your power away to other people. In our concepts of what life is, listen, I said, this is interesting. This is, and we have to work on it. We have to fix the How can there be how you doing? There could be someone saying, maybe there's someone standing behind. There could be a person, or not a person, a life form that you can't even see. And that was that documentary that I saw with the Native American man. He said, they're in this canyon right here, but you won't see them. They vibrate on a different frequency. And my younger self, this is going back over 10 years ago, I said, sounds interesting. Now I totally get it. So, and that's why, that's why, even though that's going up another octave, but you might be getting this. And I did a full video on this. And this is how the information is out there right in front of your face, and people can't hear it because it's on a different frequency. They can't hear it. How many of you've been talking truth for years, and people, they can't hear you no matter what you say, right? Doesn't it make sense, Becky? Please click the like button if that makes sense to you. If you're experiencing it, you could be in a room and people can't see you. People can't hear you. This is something that we could all kind of relate to. I know it's kind of crazy. You say, oh, remember The Predator? You ever see the movie The Predator? You couldn't see him. It's wild. It's wild, but there are different frequencies. When you start realizing we don't live in a physical world, we live in a band of frequencies. I have this experience. It is overwhelming. It is terrifying sometimes. You might find yourself, once you see, like now I'm a professional at it, I've gone through it so many times, and then you find yourself curled up in the fetal position. What the heck is real? How many of you have gone through that? We don't live in a physical world, we live in a band of frequencies. That's why things are glitching. People are glitching. Things are disappearing, reappearing. Some of you know about the Mandela effect. I know I have to do a full video on that again. You know about the Mandela effect? These are little nuggets, the little breadcrumbs that are leading us out of that matrix. That matrix of all of this, all these programs. And it's up to you, the person, to have the discernment. Get your clairs up, kid. Get your clairs up. This is the new world right now. We used to joke around in the gym. Get your weight up. Now it's get your clairs up. Now I teach men how to get your clairs up. Be intuitive. There's a different level. There's a different level of discernment that is needed in 2025. Leave that as a comment as well. If you know this, there's a different level of discernment in 2025. And I've been talking about this. There are surface level people. You could see them. There's the people that try to deceive you, right? You could see them, the surface level. But then there's another level. Oh, yeah, baby. Yeah, some of them hide in the spiritual communities. Some of them pretend to be one way. Oh, you're going to have a different level. You're going to have to go to a higher level of discernment right now. Is that the truth? Let me know in the chat if that's the truth. That's how deep it needs to go. So on my journey, I could take things. I could take, like that particular show, American Horror Story, Eisenhower. If you have seen this as well, please leave it in the comments so others will see this. And I share about things like this. A lot of you might have heard, got to watch The Matrix, right? Matrix, got to watch Matrix. They Live. Did you watch the movie They Live? Oh, tremendous movie, that They Live. And now you could watch American Horror Story, Eisenhower. And then all of a sudden, things start to click. It's all about finding that catalyst. I talk about catalyst events. There are catalyst events in the world. We are going to have one this year. The big baby, boom, there it goes. And then we have catalyst moments in our everyday lives. And on my journey, I have had many catalyst events that got me to a higher level of the ascension journey, to a higher level of consciousness. This doesn't happen overnight. But I had to get to a place in life. And you can't, ready? You have to find this place. You can't find this place, Light Warriors, when you're in fear, guilt, or shame. You're on a totally different timeline. When your main vibrational frequency is fear, guilt, or shame, you are on a totally different timeline. If you didn't see my video on timeline wars are real, you go to the channel page, you go to that first playlist, Timeline Wars, Our Everyday Lives. A lot of people wrote in the comments that they've experienced that as well. This ain't my first rodeo. I know a lot of people are. I'm being preemptive as well. A lot of people are going to be waking up this year. I have all the videos prepared for you. You go back, you watch the video. You ever go in, like, you've been going to a place your whole life, or many years, and then all of a sudden you could feel you feel like, I can't be here anymore, or something is different. Even though it looks the same, right, is something, the frequency just rapidly shifted. And that's why you are going to have to be caught. So just like the guy was saying, that Native American man was saying that the extraterrestrials, they were on a different frequency. You have to guard your frequency. And there are creatures out there. Who are the creatures, Uncle Mike? Those are the trolls, the narcissists that lurk out there. They try to put fear, guilt, and shame. They try to gaslight you. If I'm speaking the truth, hit the like button. Hit the Holy Spirit fire. If I'm speaking the truth, I'll speak the truth. And I need to speak the truth, right? We all have to live in truth. Your frequency is dependent on living in truth right now. That's how important it is to speak the truth. That's how important it is to live the truth. Every day, when my head hits the pillow at night, I gotta be in truth, and I sleep like a baby. Are you tossing and turning all night? That's a sign. Okay, I went through that. Okay, you hit that subscribe button. I'll take you on a journey. I'm going to get you out of there. Last year, we did a journey. Remember Burn the Boats episode? Those people that have been here. In 2025, we are taking a whole heaping pile of people. We're taking them out of the matrix, and we're going up to a higher vantage point this year. Okay? And this is going, and this will remain authentic. That's why if you are getting this message and it resonates, please hit that like button, and please hit that subscribe button, and please share the shift out of this video, because everyday life people are waking up. That's what this is about, our everyday lives. You don't have to be an ultra spiritual yogi sitting there, in a loincloth to ascend. Any person could do it. I did it. Now you're going to do it, right? I'm tremendous at motivation as well. Tremendous motivation here. And some people don't like it, but that's okay. I have to go to, and the more that you are, it's all a frequency. So you are going to gravitate towards truth. People that live in truth gravitate towards you, and you can't deal. When you hear the BS, right? Belief systems, you hear it. It sounds like nails on a chalkboard. You can't hear them anymore. We have to get this, as I knock things up. We're going we have to get to that place this year. It's so powerful. Sonia, thank you so much, Sonia. Today's topic is my favorite one. Thanks, Mike. I appreciate you. Sonia, when I was younger, I was fascinated, and maybe a lot of us are called to, maybe this really is Earth School for us. Maybe we did go on an extraction event. I did a video years ago. We're here. Maybe you resonate with light workers, light warriors. We're actually here on an extraction event. You think about, I was always fascinated about the universe when I was a boy. I was fascinated about the extraterrestrials. And again, that's resonance. There's a reason why you're attracted. There's a reason why you're interested in this stuff. I love you, Sonia. Thank you. Sonia, I have a feeling that I will be showing up multiple times this year on this topic, on disclosure, extraterrestrials, UFOs. I've had UFO show up in my videos. Okay? And I've shared that. I know there's always new people, and it's like a little ball of light. And I'm thinking as well, because I'm taking this journey just like all of you. It might not even be a craft. It could be an actual being floating in the sky. Isn't that interesting? I am totally open-minded to, and I'm teaching you how to be an everyday life person. That there's going to be all this stuff, so that you have to keep an open mind. I've never seen it, and I've shared this. I'm interested. I want to see. It's an orb, James. Yeah, I don't know if you saw that that episode, like an orb. You got to keep an open mind, because there's so many truths that are coming out this year. It is a very powerful year, and in the now moment, we could see an alignment. Again, some people gaslight these things, but these planets, these alignments, they carry a vibrational signature. And a lot of you feel the post-full moon effect, full video on the channel page. It tugs on the waters of the body. There's a shift. There's changes that happen within us. There's a new frequency. It's a frequency of the age of Aquarius, baby. A frequency. This is an age of authenticity, an age to be free. And that's actually where we have to be. You have to be at a place where it's free. And I'm reading the comments. You have to be discernment. I see beautiful people out there sharing truths. And I also see people that are full of you know what. How are you able to do that, Uncle Mike? Because you got to decalcify that body. You got to cleanse that body. You got to get into the wilderness. You got to disconnect from everyone. A lot of people don't want to do that. A lot of people started this consciousness. Oh, I'm gonna grab a ring light and do this. That's not the way. There is not one person that doesn't go into the wilderness. I'm sorry. I know some people don't listen, and I'm always kind of, so the level of wilderness that you go through, I have spent most of my life, alone. But the degree that I went through last year, it was to prepare me, ready? It was to prepare me for this year. Because by spending time alone, you could, without the chatter, without all this distraction, but when you really go into the wilderness, when you sit day after day and week after week out on the beach by yourself with God, then and only then will you hear the truth, because there's so many things going on out there. So I am here. I know, and we all can see that this year there's so much going on. I know there's people that are new. So I refer to some of the older videos. You could connect on Patreon, whether you would like to join Patreon for our Zoom meetings, or just join to be there for free for the posts. I also have a community tab here on YouTube. There is so much information. All I need to do, I'm not here to ascend for anyone. Okay, this is the true ascension. I will point. You go, right? Like I just told you, American Horror Story, Eisenhower. So it's up to you if you want to go watch that episode. For me on my journey, it was like, ding! I saw it all. I said, this is the answer right here. American Horror Story. It has been American Horror Story, right? Hasn't it been? Oh, but it's coming to an end now. Oh, yeah. It's all coming to an end. But one reality ends, and then the next reality begins. So it's not something to be scared of. It is scary because you go into the unknown. The unknown is scary. It's scary to go into the wilderness. It's scary to, for change. There's a lot of changes that are happening. That's also very scary. I get it. So I'm here as a person that went through this already. And that's why, as Dolores Cannon said, there's wave after wave, wave after wave, slowly drifting. Yeah, we're drifting away. Hit the like button if you like this one today. Comment down below if I think that we're going to have more disclosure when it comes to maybe aliens, extraterrestrials, other life forms. What are those UFOs, UAPs? I'll teach you how I do this. So go back to the middle of the lesson. A lot of you know they changed it from UFO. Listen carefully. I'll do this live. I'm doing this live on the air right now. This is how I function. So they changed UFO, right? Unidentified flying object, to now UAB, unidentified aerial phenomenon. As I said earlier, some of those orbs that you see might be a being, not an actual craft. Isn't that interesting? Hit the like button. So you see how I did that right now? Why did they change UFO to UAP? It's got it, right? Because not everything is just an object. It's not a physical, maybe vehicle. Maybe there's life forms. Maybe it's other things, right? So that's how you do it. And we just did it live on the air. See, I'm teaching you how to do it. You got to, why do you see these changes, right? If something's, there's a reason, well, why did they change the wording? And again, we are expanding our conscious. I didn't know that years ago. So now as the collective, right, as we're doing this live right now, as the collective is expanding their consciousness, we have to implement these changes. So UFO to UAP is an implemented change. And I'm sure we're going to see a lot more changes in the upcoming year. The Merkaba, Kanye, yeah? So I'm very grateful for all of your support and everyone that watched to this part. And if you missed the beginning, if you're watching live, you go back, watch the replay. Comment down below. What are the experiences you've had, maybe with this topic? We have daily videos, 9 a.m. Eastern time, to help you become the greatest version of yourself. We work in 3 phases on this channel: physically, mentally, and spiritually. We're going to expand our consciousness. We're going to take ownership of our life. We're going to live in truth, as close to the truth as we can. Right? It's not so easy, especially with all the chaos. So grateful for all the support. We have Facebook, TikTok, and Patreon. The links are in the description. Please share this video. This is a grassroots movement. So everything you do, all right, liking this video, hitting that subscribe button, and sharing the shift out of it, it will shift us to a brand new timeline. Okay? So I love you all. I really do. It's a great community here. All right, and we'll be posting more on Facebook, more on TikTok. It is an amazing time period. You are all going to see these things and make this your go-to channel in 2025. Our everyday lives, make it your go-to channel. Every day there's gonna be something. Woo, baby! Yeah, a lot of you see it already. All right, I love you all, and have fun with your life. Start having fun. Have some. It's actually one of my most important videos. Don't you want to have fun? You should check that video out too. A lot of people aren't having fun with life. Stop making it so serious. Stop bowing down to the matrix. Start living freely. Who knows? Maybe we'll raise our frequency and the aliens will say hello to us. Who knows? Okay. I love you all. I'll see you tomorrow. Keep going, kid.